Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, then I walked off and took a break. And for those of you who can stay here, thank you for wrapping up your conversations quickly. I appreciate it. All right. So, please introduce yourself, state what dungeon mastering experience you have, as well as introducing your character, telling a little bit about things. Again, this is more of a question and answer period. So if you have any questions about how to dungeon master or a specific way that a player is doing something, please, now is the time to ask, and then we will get started playing. If you notice a character doing something funny or a dungeon or me doing something funny, feel free to raise your hand and ask and be like, why are you doing this specific thing? And I can explain it to you. Ready? Okay. Fantastic. Would you like to start?
Yeah, I can start. Since we're recording, hi, I'm Jade. I have roughly about 6 years of Dungeon Master experience. I started out doing one-shots for my family and have graduated onto full-on campaigns. I am playing a character based off of the DC Comics superhero Nightwing. It is I'm doing a female version. Her name is Dixie, and she goes by Nightingale. She is a reborn species, so it means she's died in the past and came back. And she is a rogue assassin.
Okay. That leaves it to you.
Yes. I
Speak up.
My name is Malcolm Port, but I've been a dungeon master on and off for a few years now, and today I will be playing a paladin, high elf, by the name of Shiro. Let's see. Main things to know about him: he is an individual with complicated past.
So he's very trauma heavy.
But what characters aren't? So.
All right, and Ben?
I'm Benjamin. I've been playing for around 5 years, DMing for maybe 4 in between D&D and another system called Pathfinder. Today I'm playing Winston Quicksilver, resident eye candy and swordsman extraordinaire. He's a human
Excellent.
human bard, so hopefully he will be keeping these two invigorated.
All right. Fantastic. So, thank you all for coming. Hopefully our other friend will join us soon. But then we get to explain how to deal with players who are super, super late. So, yay! Bonus.
Just
All right. I'm going to go click on the PowerPoint thing real quick so that way you guys can see more of what we're going to be doing today. Okay. So, you guys have found yourselves in a very lovely forest grove. You wouldn't know anything was wrong here except for the crumbling ancient tower in front of you. This particular temple has been said to fix many ails that people have come from over the years. You guys find yourselves running into each other all at the same time. In spite of the fact that you come from different places, ailing in different ways, you find yourselves on the same path. What do you do when you encounter each other? Feel free to describe what your character looks like as you walk up to each other.
Nightingale is she looks for the most part normal human, a little more olive skin, freckles. She's wearing a lot of darker clothes, as is normal for rogues, and she has dark hair that has almost a bluish tint to it. Seeing others also approaching the temple, she'll go, "So what are you guys here for?"
I am Shiro. I come from the village of Elden, and I seek a cure for the people there.
Well, that's just about the same thing that's happened to me. Winston Quicksilver, pleased to meet you guys' acquaintance. Winston is wearing very, very bright and colorful outfit. If you guys have seen sort of the pants that kind of furl out at the thighs, he's got one of those, which is blue and red. Red being the interior, blue being the exterior.
So we've got the two opposite ends of the spectrum here.
Exactly.
Emo child and bright colorful child. And then in the middle, shiny man.
Wearing, it's a little bit dull from use, but wearing a lot of armor.
Kind of classic knight. All right.
I also am finding a cure for what ails my city. Though I do have a question. If you're sneaking into a temple, why are you wearing so much armor?
Right?
Yes, you.
To protect myself.
We are supposed to be sneaking into here.
Yeah.
This is a sneak mission.
I mean, that's normally what happens when you break into a place.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's really anyone guarding it right now. Kind of seems to be in a more or less state of disrepair.
I just have heard legends of a few monsters here and there, and I figured that I could deal with them as they came. Like, I don't see why I need to hide.
I don't want to hide either. Otherwise, they would miss me. And all of my adoring fans.
You have fans.
Of course I do. I'm Winston Quicksilver. I'm surprised you haven't heard of me in your... Oh, high elves. Such poor taste. Such poor taste.
To be honest, I haven't heard of you either.
You hurt me as well.
I live in a city that not many care to visit.
Well, everyone cares to visit my city of City'sville, Townsville, which currently is under a curse of wakefulness. Everyone has not slept for the past 3 days.
Well, that's just normal in Gotham. See, we're a city of darkness cursed with the light right now.
How unfortunate.
Yes.
My people, they are cursed, but with darkness of the complexion, darkness of the soul.
Again, that
as
just sounds
such,
nice.
it weakens our strength, especially in the sunshine. So our farmers have not been able to go out and work the fields.
That is admittedly problematic.
All right. As you guys continue to walk up to the temple, you find yourself at a big, massive temple gate with beautiful, intricate runes all over it. If any of you can read Elvish, you can read the riddle on the door.
I can.
Yes.
I am an elf. So that makes
All right.
sense.
I should hope you read Elvish, but some people choose not to speak their native language, I guess. So, you read off the inscription on the door. I sprout roots above the ground. In every town I can be found. The more I die, the more I grow. You'll lose me when you start to slow. And it has a little bowl at the bottom of the door. As far as you can tell, there are no doorknobs or locks to be picked. If you do not discover the riddle, perhaps the door will never open.
I will pull on the door.
How?
Or push. I don't know.
Push would be easier. Roll me a strength check.
I will see how sturdy this is and roll poorly.
And roll poorly.
There's always one character who tries to brute force things.
This is
10.
part of the whole
I got a
reason we're
10
talking about
for
Dungeon
my
Mastery.
strength check.
Alright, so 10 for your strength check. You just step back and try to push against the door, and it does not budge.
It would seem that this door is blocking our path forward.
Perhaps you need to look at a new perspective.
Not good enough.
Nightingale's going to start investigating specifically the bowl and seeing if there's anything around it that looks like it might have been moved previously, any residue that might be in the bowl, etc.
Roll investigation.
That's a 7.
Oh my. So, with your 7, unfortunately, dearest friend, you have no idea. There seems to be ashes in the bowl, and you just kind of smear them around, but you're not able to identify anything specific about these ashes. you would like to do, Quicksilver?
So is this a gate or is this just
The
a
door
door?
to the temple.
Okay, so there's not like another side that could hop over.
Sadly, no.
Mm.
I shall ponder deep, stare down at the bowl, speak the word for ash in Elven.
Excellent. Nothing happens.
I think this door is broken. What say you, Quicksilver? You're famous, are you not?
Famed swordsman extraordinaire. Riddle seems to fall just outside of that area of expertise. Only slightly. Only slightly.
May I roll
Roll for.
an intelligence check to get a hint?
Yes, okay.
I think I write down what it is.
I was
I
thinking,
don't think candles have
What
roots.
kind of
yeah.
It would be intelligence, as you aforementioned.
Right, investigation.
Or I died in
Investigation would be also appropriate.
11.
11. You think about it really hard, but you can't think of anything that has roots, but also that you would lose when you start to grow. At first you think trees, because trees can be found in almost every town, but the more it dies, it grows, and the more you lose me when you start to slow, you quickly realize this is not going to work. Ah, perfect!
Sorry.
No, you're all good.
Do you know
This
this
is
riddle?
perfect. We're talking about dealing with various players. We're talking about dealing with some various types of players. So now we'll talk about dealing with the late one.
Exactly. I'm
So-
very on purpose like that.
But yes, feel free to come sit down in the purple chair we have available for you.
It has to be perfect.
Yeah, apparently it has to be purple because it's purple.
He doesn't have a purple chair. He has
This
a
is
blue
true.
chair.
He has a blue chair. Everyone but you. All right. So we'll take a quick pause. Please introduce yourself, talk about your dungeon mastering experience, and then talk about your character.
All right, so my name is Markel. I've been a dungeon master since 2019. I ran a game from level 1 to level 20 in about a 3-year campaign, and watched a lot of Critical Role. I don't know. And my character, I didn't make one, but I will make one on the spot.
That's okay. This is also a very normal thing. So this is when you buy the character time by continuing to have the other players do stuff while they create their character.
Exactly.
In that case, Nightingale is going to look at this riddle she cannot read, and on the back of the bowl, she's gonna go, things that grow, they die. I swear I've heard something like this before. There's this. They're not a rogue like I am, because I'm just fantastic at this crap. But there's this guy that likes to use riddles back at home. Let me think and see if I can try and remember if he's used this one before.
History.
History. Can I have advantage? Because Riddler.
Sure.
Okay, so 19 plus, you said history?
Yes, history, please.
History, that's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. So with your dirty 20, you do recognize that he has used this riddle before. Okay. Yes.
For anyone who is not aware, dirty 20 is slang for you did not roll 20 on the dice, but with your adding
Good point.
up,
So
it reaches
natural 20 is when you reach a 20 naturally through your roll. Dirty 20 is when you add things up to get there. The reason it's important is because, as I said, natural 20s are fancy. Dirty 20s are cool but normal.
Yes.
All right. So with your dirty 20, they have used it before. This specific riddler thought that it was really, really funny, but unfortunately, all you can remember is that it had something to do with a fashion show.
Okay, I think it has something to do with fashion. That looks like something you would handle.
That is something I would handle.
Immediately
Fashion.
I
Fashion.
shall look at the door and say, clothing,
Nothing happens.
I think you have to put something in the bowl.
Okay, I will take off some of my armor, try and find something in my bag, some kind of clothing.
All right.
Throw it in the bowl.
You find some clothing in your bag and you toss it in the bowl and it just kind of sits there.
May I try to roll investigation using sort of the background of fashion lines of this?
Sure.
All right. 9.
9. You're also feeling it should have been clothes. Even though it doesn't seem to fit with the riddle, it's fit with what she thought of. So you're a little stumped.
I'm thinking sashes, belts, cloaks, even.
I shall
Any
look
thoughts?
over at Dixie.
Okay.
And then look at you. And then look at Dixie. Look back at you. And then I will turn to Dixie and go, this does not seem to be working.
No. Oh, I'm shocked. Honestly, if only Crow was here. He's much better with girls than I am.
Although,
No, my kid brother. Well,
little brother,
teenage brother? No, he goes by Crow. All of my brothers and I go by bird names.
I see. Well, why would one name themselves after should it still be? Must be the scary word.
Yes. Passion, dying and growing. You lose me, you start to slip. See, the last part of it sounds almost like aging. Like you lose me when you start to slow. Like you tend to go slower when you're older, but that doesn't fit in with the fashion component.
And beauty. I find that people more die when they start to die rather than grow.
Nothing happens when you speak beauty in Elvish.
May I start to just randomly say Elvish
No percentage dice. A great example of using percentage dice. Let's see if you accidentally say the right word.
words? Okay.
Wait, it could work if you said the word but not put stuff.
9%. No, you do not say the right word. You're like fashion, dresses, glasses, wigs, and you just keep going and nothing's working.
He doesn't seem to get that you have to put something in the bowl.
It's hair. Oh my gosh. It's hair.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to put a
Dixie
lot of
will
their hair in the bowl and see if it works?
Someone else
Makes
who
no
has
sense.
less fashionable hair than mine.
Dixie will take out whatever daggers and like from the back just kind of shave a couple of hairs, like tips off, and she'll toss that in the bowl and put her dagger
The
away.
hair immediately lights,
Hair's made of dead cells.
and the door slowly begins to creak open.
This makes no sense. Why was your hair?
It wasn't my hair
Hair is
specific.
dead.
So, if you want me to explain the riddle, I will explain the riddle. Hair has roots because it's talked about the roots of your hair. In every town, almost everyone has hair. I should hope, unless you all have a curse of baldness, I guess. The more I die, I grow. Hair is technically dead once it comes out of your head. It is dead now. All of this dead. And then you lose me when you start to slow. Most people, when you age, you lose your hair. So,
Shiro understands this now.
all right.
Because also age.
This is true.
Oh, this
So
is his
15.
dance.
You're like, I love that you think I'm smart. It's because I'm dense. You can also playing dumb characters can be very fun. All right. Raquel, how can I say?
Hi guys, I'm Conculus. Nice to meet you.
So you open the door and immediately behind you you heard, "Hi, I'm Conculus. Nice to meet you."
I was very
State your
triumphant.
name and your purpose.
Excellent.
I was very triumphant to see a very nice golden bow on my back. I am an archer from the Feywild, and I'm here to save the day. What's going on?
You two very
Excuse me.
two very normal.
Who's more fancy? We'll find out. Yeah.
Here to save the day for who?
I don't know what's going on.
It seems that you already saved the day for ourselves, so
Oh.
surely we don't need.
Maybe you can.
Another one of-
Maybe you can save the day for me.
Gladly.
I
Nope. I am a paladin, and it is my sworn duty to help those in need. How may I help you?
How does one get a girlfriend?
I don't know. I don't have one myself. There is a woman here.
It's funny, it's a problem. Look, it may not be an issue for me, but for many girls, I'm orcish, as you can tell by my tusks. And look, some girls don't like it green, and I'm sorry. I just, what should I do? Like, I need a. I mean, I do my hair. I put on an
Yourself
accent.
in mud.
Mud.
Yep. Make yourself your skin look a little darker and more earthen.
Okay.
I think we just got a recommendation for medieval makeup.
Where can we find mud right now?
Over there. Nonetheless, I must be off to help get the cure for the ailment which causes my village much grief.
What's wrong with your village?
They're all scared of sunshine.
Dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I mean, we could probably use a ranged fighter if you're willing to come in and help us.
Help? Of course, why not? I mean, I'm good at shooting bows, that's about it. And maybe I can attract some chicks.
Sure, I'm sure there are definitely them inside.
Right
I
on.
do not believe there would be any chickens in this region.
Perhaps. Well, you have my bow, let's go.
All right. Enter inside. I'm going to flip to the next slide.
Tell us when we can't look at this slide.
It won't be for a while.
Okay.
Okay. This is what a battle map looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish I had my glasses on.
Oh no. But yes, so with this battle map, you guys are entering at point 2
Okay.
at the top of the page for those who cannot see the numbers. So you find in front of you that the temple is crumbling and the stone beneath you looks very haphazard. You're not actually sure how stable this is.
None have been here in a long time. I'm sad to say, but we shall not find you any chickens here.
That's okay. I'm starving, but that's okay.
How long have you gone without food? Where did you come from?
What day is it?
Thursday.
I thought it was Tuesday.
Well, I haven't eaten since last Sunday, so dude, I don't know. Jeez
Would
Louise.
you like to get him some rations?
I don't have any.
Have you
I
not eaten
rely
since
upon
last-
my faith.
Can I eat a scimitar? I've seen it in the circuses before.
I don't have one.
Oh,
I,
like
some,
this.
I don't fit fight. No.
Dude, go, 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 go.
I've been told that's unhealthy.
If you do want to do that, roll a performance, please.
Go. Chug, chug, chug.
19. You somehow do actually
It's a
manage to
curved sword,
successfully
too.
solve the sword.
I mean, it's kind of like one of the things they do.
Dude, that's what they teach you in the school of plates.
Yes, they do.
Wow.
They've got a whole master's program on it.
Honestly, that's pretty sweet.
It was very nice.
I wonder what happened to me if I grew normal. Anyways, oh, thank you. Dixie will get out one of her rations and just hand it over and go, here, I can survive on less.
Oh, dude, thank you. Holy, what was that?
Just food. I keep it in my
Just
bag.
food.
Just rations, normal rations. I don't need to eat, so I keep stuff in my bag in case my traveling companions or my little siblings need anything.
You don't
Oh.
eat. I mean,
They did
I
taste like
don't,
a
but
little kid snack, like goldfish and stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love church.
I have some stuff in my pack. I don't need to eat. I don't need to sleep. I don't need to drink anything. I'm just chill. I'm here.
oh,
All right. Does anyone wish to walk forward?
yes,
Okay.
I will stride forward heroically.
All right, roll me a d4. Let's see what the heck happens. This is called a random encounter table. You can create them for yourself yourself, or alternatively, if you're using a pre-written one, it will have them for you.
I got it.
2. A pillar collapses in front of you, falling in the line that I will choose in a second. You must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, or you're going to take some damage.
Oh, good luck.
I have successfully rolled a 7.
I am sorry, but you're going to have to take 18 bludgeoning
18
damage.
bludgeoning. Goodness gracious. I will ignore that. As I am
The pillar has fallen on the
by
back. It's
rubble.
called Your Battery is Running
No,
Low.
I couldn't put your name.
This is Shiro.
Shiro, are you okay?
I'm fine.
My best friend, I need you up. No! Quick.
JP is going to go ahead and try and find the biggest thing to hide behind as she looks around.
Are you sure you want to hide behind the big thing when the big thing just collapsed on him?
I'm fine. I'm faster than Shiro is. I'm sure of it.
I would
Famous
hope
last words.
Sorry, I never really. So I'm Conculus. What's your name?
Oh, I go by Nightingale.
Nightingale, a beautiful name.
Thanks. Yes.
And what's your name?
Calculus is spelled with a K.
That's right.
Excellent.
Quicksilver.
Winston Quicksilver.
Probably known me from my many escapades as swordsman extraordinaire at Western Knight.
Have you ever been in the forest? My forest.
How many forests?
I own like 12 of them. Like half of them. Like it's a business.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
What's my
All
time?
right.
Same here.
Right on. Nepotism.
Yeah. It's fine.
All right. So, Shiro, unfortunately for you, after taking 18 damage, you're somewhat injured.
I shall utilize my magical healing power that I have gained through my training as a paladin to heal those 18
Oh, nice. All right. Anyone else want to continue to try and explore the temple?
I shall also stride forward, as heroically as he did, if not more.
I see.
So I got some stiff competition here.
Lots of pizzazz.
Anybody who's not sneaking in the shadows is striving to be the most heroic.
All right, roll me a d4. Let's see what happens to you.
Oh dear.
3. A piece of the ceiling crumbles down upon you. Roll me a dexterity saving throw or suffer the consequences.
Dirty 20.
Excellent. You succeeded, which means you're only going to take half the damage, so you're going to take 13.
Did you heal for full?
Nightingale is gonna go ahead and kind of meld into the shadows a bit as she tries to investigate around the edges of the area, so it's not in the middle where things are seeming to be collapsed.
Okay, so you're going to try to go around the edges. You're still going to have to roll me a d4.
Okay. I can find it. 4.
4. All right. All right. One of the walls, unfortunately, which is perfect considering you're against a wall, begins to collapse. Then it causes one of the above effects. So roll again, and we're gonna see which one you get.
D4 again.
Yep.
2.
2. Another pillar collapses.
Ooh.
So they're gonna collapse into each other. Roll me a dex save to see if any of the debris hits you.
That's 21.
All right. With your 21, you managed to get out of the way with only 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, I'll take that.
It's funny that this entire thing decides to come down right now while we're in this.
Obviously, something doesn't want us here.
I definitely don't think this necessitates stealth.
Maybe.
I believe that they've already found us.
Well, my stealth is leaving me better off than you. You got a pillar collapsed on top of you that you couldn't get out from under.
That
I am all
down the
good.
wall over there.
I didn't touch the wall. I was in the shadows next to the wall.
How the wall could feel you right now. Sense you. What can I do?
You guys can either explore one of the rooms or try to reach one of the exits, number 1 or number 3.
Can I try to reach the exit number 3, please?
Sure. All right. Roll me a d4. Let's see what happens to you.
All right.
That's never a conflict with you.
Definitely not.
Immediate
Don't roll
panic.
anything. That will be a 3.
Okay. With the 3, a piece of the ceiling starts to collapse upon you. Roll me a dexterity save.
I'm good at those. Let's go, brother. Natural 20.
Whoa! You dodge out of the way so well that everyone just looks at you in awe. You
Okay.
take no damage.
Do a backflip. I go, whoa!
Perhaps
For-
this Trunculus is a good addition.
Guys,
I
did
know
it!
a fellow acrobat when I see
Did
one.
you see my cool flip?
That was fantastic.
It was just a ride.
Are you kidding me?
Guys, I'm gonna
No.
open this. I'm gonna go through this exit right now. I go over there.
Alright, you head out the exit.
Just for now, let's see what we
Does
got.
anyone else continue to follow that direction of your friend or no?
Just to see what we got.
Okay.
I shall check that first room. It's labeled number 5.
It's labeled number 5. Okay. I will move you there, and then you said exit number 3 for you.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I shall migrate to your thing, bus. So Shiro's going over here. And we'll croak his instruction.
Crocus.
There we go. All right. So with this Cronculus, I'm actually going to quickly show you what you would see for the next room.
Ooh.
It appears to be a ball.
Oh, beautiful.
However, for everyone else, Shiro, you begin to inspect this room. Roll me another d4 and see what else collapses on you.
May I choose to not?
No.
Not the first matter.
3. All right. A piece of the ceiling tries to crumble on you. Roll me dexterity. 11. Unfortunately, that is going to fail. Please take 36 damage.
That is quite a big start.
You just got conked on the head really hard.
Hey, that's my job.
So Winston was saying that the backflip wasn't really cool, right?
It was just a ride. I've
Okay.
seen plenty of much better backflips done by
Shiro,
those true.
Oh, really? You do better
Of
backflips?
course I do.
I'm-
I eat backflips for
It's
breakfast.
been fine over
Oh,
And sometimes brunch.
no. We gotta, no. Cronculus, you come back. We're gonna have a backflipping contest.
Awesome, dude. Meanwhile,
Alright.
Shiro's just like,
Splat on the ground.
right on, dude.
Shiro calls out, I think the ceiling isn't safe over here.
What's going on, dude? Why are you such a sourpuss? Get off the ground, lazy bones.
I utilize what little strength remains in my feeble
I can cast cure wounds on you, lady.
stand up and once again glance around the room, just seeing if there's anything available.
All right. As you glance around the room, you sense a general presence, but you do not seem to see anything.
I sense that something is here. But I
Good.
see nothing.
You can judge our contest.
The invisible entity can just see the 10 written on the wall. All right. If you guys are going to have a backflip contest, please roll me acrobatics for anyone participating.
Yeah.
You're gonna get back.
I shall particularly inspire myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's
three.
dirty trick.
Is this just
I
acrobatics?
needed it.
Yes, you wish to participate in the backflip contest.
Ooh,
Okay.
You go first.
25.
26.
Oh no! So these two are over here doing like almost perfect 10
Full-on
flips.
gymnast routines.
And the best part is that because you both
Yeah.
rolled so excellently, the pillars in the ceiling are still falling, but they're falling just after you. Like
They're like they're just beautiful snowflakes as we move through our lives.
Yeah, we turn into a circus performance.
And see.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you step forward to do your acrobatic routine and get slammed by a piece of ceiling like your poor friend Shira. Take 36 damage, please.
Goodness.
Winston, are you alright? I'll heal you again. I'm not quite the best healer, but I can do my best.
Shiro pays no attention to these peculiar individuals, and instead he focuses on seeking any assistance he can in this location by utilizing his channel divinity. Wait, no, wrong one. Divine sense. And it says that I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by a hallow spell or another location of celestial being or undead
How about
within
visible things?
60 feet. That does include invisible if they fall under the category.
Excellent. You sense one invisible creature stalking.
We are being followed and watched.
I hope so. We did some sick backwards.
Yeah.
I can see them.
What they say about our
I have no clue.
where are they? Can we ask?
Over there. I point to the direction of the creature.
Okay.
Alright, you point in the direction of the creature. Because it is invisible, no one else sees anything. But
Well-
you are able to see its outline thanks to your divine sense.
We'll take your word for it.
So that is a pillar.
It is invisible.
That sort of thing has happened before. I am inclined to believe you that it's there.
Let's go.
Please, uninvisibilize yourself.
Great job.
Excellent. The creature snarls and is going to lunge forward.
Oh, phew.
At this point, roll initiative.
Ooh. No.
Oh no, I just heard a bunch of panic.
I used all my backflips. I'm so tired.
Excellent. What do we got, you guys?
10.
10. Exciting.
I got 9.
9. Okay. And 12. Okay. 3. All right.
I'm very quick to react to situations.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I'm going to borrow one of these unused sticky notes from
Goodness
Westy,
gracious.
and I'm going to rearrange y'all on the battle map.
Yeah. I would like to be in the most advantageous position for sneaking and sneak attacking.
Cannot see.
I'm going to hide you behind one of these pillars.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Would have been the most advantageous behind the paladin.
Excellent. And how about you, Proculus?
Let's see. I will be probably closest to the back.
Here?
Yeah, as far as I can go back.
Alright, because this is a hole, I'm going to say
Goodness, I don't want to go there.
unless you want to be inside the pit, which I don't know if that
I
would
refuse to be in the pit.
Alright.
Since we're entering combat, I do feel it needed to mention, no creatures can have advantage against me, even if I can't see them, because I have the alert feat.
Nice. You extra on edge.
Yes, so if you attack me, don't do it with advantage because it's invisible.
You're an extra edgy rogue.
For sure, I'm traumatized.
I'm
He's
traumatized.
alert to all the cool things that could happen.
No. That's okay.
That
Court,
that
well,
one's
skip
weighted
training
in
here.
your favor.
That one's weighted in my favor, clearly, despite the fact that I borrowed your die. Says while shoving die. Alright, so the creature is going to go first. It gets a 16 to try and hit you, Shiro. Does that do anything?
Thankfully, due to my very, very heavy armor and my shield,
Excellent.
I am able to not be struck by
You
this.
put up your shield and block the monster and bash it backwards, and it falls back to where it was before, snarling.
Ooh.
That is going to make it Winston's turn.
I shall cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh,
Um,
so you
thank
can
you.
see it finally.
So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 15.
That's a 5.
It fails. So it does not gain a benefit from being invisible, and the next attack against it has advantage.
Nice. Anything else that you'd like to do before we move on to Nightingale's turn?
Or no, it's just any attacks against it have advantage.
Yes.
I shall say, great job on that one, and vertically inspire you.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. I know not what you have done, but I feel stronger.
I mean, you do kind of see now these little guys outlined, so
Ah,
yeah.
wait, I can already see that.
Sure. Now it's more. It's just more fancy now.
Luminescent purple fire outlines it. Alright, that makes it Nightingale's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak attack with my daggers. Or actually, no, we're gonna use my short sword. And I get advantage, so that'll be good. And then we'll see if I'm able to do some extra damage. 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Excellent. That is definitely going to hit. Roll me some damage.
Okay, we're going to do some. Okay, that's going to be a 18 piercing damage,
Excellent.
and then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and go back to hiding behind the pillar again.
Alrighty. Okay. So typically in this specific scenario, you're going to put the amount next to the monster because you don't want them to know what the actual HP is.
So just how much damage we've done to it.
Oh. Now we'll know. I can't
Yes,
find
because all of us can see what is written on that
I
sticky note.
definitely cannot.
It's super blurry,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I didn't even know there was a sticky note there.
Thanks. Alright, moving forward, that is going to make it Cronculus' turn.
Okay. As the knight, you have a dagger, right? Is that you used to your sneak attack?
I use a short sword.
Or a short sword. As you plunge it in its back, I just go, nice shot! And then I right in the same, right as close as I can to that hole. So that's going to be a longbow. And once again, as I am so tired from those
You have
backflips. Oh, I
Yeah.
still have advantage.
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
of fairy fire.
Ooh, not much better. Will a 14 hit?
A 14 will hit.
And that will be 6 damage.
6 damage. Excellent. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
And can I cast Hunter's Mark as well?
Sure.
So you see, as it leaves the bow, it's gonna shoot and then glow like green and then flash across it, and you see just like a nice, like beautiful, like flower grow on its back, and you're gonna see I deal an additional 5 damage.
Additional 5 shy.
Okay, so that would make it 29.
Wow.
Nice. Excellent. Shiro, that makes it your turn.
Thank you, compatriots. I shall attempt to tame this beast.
Do you even know what it is?
No.
Everyone,
It's
no.
an outline against the magical fiery
What's the
backdrop.
shape of the outline?
Ooh, yeah.
The shape of the outline does seem feline in nature.
Okay.
A quadruped.
Catwoman?
What?
That's fair. You will not hear when she introduced herself as Nightingale from Gotham.
Oh, of course. That's a bobcat.
I withdraw my flail, and for friends who doesn't know, it's a stick with a chain and a little spiked ball. But
Use it as a cat toy.
Yes.
Pulls out a piece.
I step forward and I strike out at this beast.
Get him, boy. Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Oh, I get advantage thanks to your ability. 17 to hit.
17 is definitely going to hit. Roll me damage.
Because I am a martial class or someone who does a lot of fighting, yeah, hitting and smacking, I do get 2
2 attacks on a turn. So I will roll for the second one. That one's a 22.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, a 14 hits, so the answer is yes.
Yes. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's a
Yes, Divine Smite is a big.
Get him, boy.
Add some d8s.
Get him, son.
utilizing my divine smiting ability. I bestow upon these strikes an increased power of radiant holy damage as I strike at this unseen / kind of seen beast.
Get him, boy.
Damage.
The Divine Smites are going to
Somewhere?
be d8s.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't
Kick
know
his
how
butt,
to
brother.
Yeah.
We believe in you.
Winston specifically believes in you.
So that would be 4 of the bludgeoning damage, and then 7 of the radiant damage for the first strike.
Okay, first strike. Okay.
If the damage
It
type
is going
matters
to
in
go
this
down
case.
in the first strike.
Okay.
So
So,
then you can save your second attack.
Okay.
How much damage do you deal?
That was
That was
11.
11.
all right.
Nice.
With your 11, you just go off on the creatures. Boom, boom, boom. And it lies still. It moves no more.
Hey, nice.
I gave you a chance to reveal yourself, creature.
What did you think of my
Is it no longer invisible?
It is no longer visible.
What does it actually look like then?
It seems that it was a very hungry, ferocious panther.
Oh,
Ooh.
Catwoman's better.
Kevin was better, just stares at it.
I'll,
Alright.
I'll pet it.
You just pet it.
I'm sorry, little one.
Shiro dusts off some of his armor and turns to his companions and goes, I think it would be time for me to review you with added strength. And will cast his spell Aid. This is a 2nd level spell. It says this bolsters your allies, and so each target's hit point max and current hit points increase by 5.
Ah,
Okay.
thank you so
While
much.
you guys are changing that, does anyone else have any questions about dungeon mastering or playing that you have had pop up while you guys are watching? No? Good.
You had a question?
Yes? Maybe? The question left. If you think of it again, just feel free to raise your hand at
I
any
will do
time.
my best.
Let's get it.
Anyone
I have no
else though,
promises
any
that I will
questions?
whisper.
You are free to interrupt at any time if something does not make sense to you, or you're wondering like, hey, I've thought about doing this with a monster. Should I do that? And then we will answer, okay?
Thank you for your fairy fire. It saved our lives.
It really did.
Yeah, very good.
There was no
Coordination.
way we were coming.
Very good coordination.
All right, yes, it made its AC go significantly down.
Heck yeah.
All right, so do you guys wish to enter room 1 or room
Thank you
3
for your
after this?
assist.
You already know what's in room 3.
Oh, by the way, I didn't mention, yes, I went down that passageway and I saw a ballroom. We could definitely do some more backflips in there.
Okay.
There's probably more backflip rooms somewhere else. We gotta find the perfect thing and then get our routine down.
Yes.
Have you all not to be concerned with but your own vanity?
My vet.
Listen, this is the only thing getting me through the day without crying right now.
And I like being here.
My city is being sickened by a light something that I need to solve. If I theoretically something will be here. But in the meantime, if I want to have some backflips and try to remember my parents, I will.
I am confused. I do not understand, but I shall leave you to your backflips and proceeds to walk.
He promised to be chicks here.
All right.
He said,
When you say next room, there's 1 and 3. So are you following the rest of them going into room 3?
We should probably. Do we want to look at all? Do we want to look at all the rooms before we decide which one will be the best for? everything?
Or
Okay. Oh, what was in room 5? Did Shiro ever get a look?
That's where he found the creature.
Oh, it
Oh,
was just in
okay.
the room.
That was that. Okay.
Yeah.
was there anything else of note? For
Not particularly. There were a few beds and things like that. It looked like that's probably where people stayed before, when this temple was more of a monastery place. But aside from that, not much.
Okay.
Monster.
So you're going to room 4.
I'll join.
Okay.
I will also go to room 4.
I'll go where Rashiro goes.
Cool. I guess we're going to room 4.
Everyone, let's go to the ballroom. Shiro doesn't. All right. So, with that, roll me any investigation checks or perception checks that you wish.
22 for investigation.
22 for investigation. Karen.
15 for perception.
Okay.
non-natural abilities one for deception.
Okay.
16 for investigation.
16. Okay, so for investigation, it's you, then you, then you. For perception. Okay, so as far as perceiving thing goes, you do perceive more than Cronculus. Cronculus is quite unnerved by the scene he sees before him. There are many, many skeletons. Meanwhile, for you, you are able to recognize that these skeletons were probably eaten by the panther that you found. Looks like it has been living here for quite some time.
Did you see the skeleton?
We have spared many more creatures from undesirable.
Nice.
So would these humanoid skeletons or just chicks?
That is a great question. With your
Yeah,
investigation, with your investigation, there are numerous creatures. You see dragonborn skeletons, you see human skeletons, you see Aarakocra skeletons, a little bit of everything, unfortunately.
There you are. There you are, chicks.
So, with that, you also, though, find what seems to be a key.
A key.
Meanwhile, for you, you also find a little trinket amidst the bones. You find a dagger and 20 gold pieces.
Yes, I'm Richard. Remember?
Guys, there's skeletons on the ground.
Yes, they had some golden loot.
She's stupid with your girlfriend. Can you believe such a thing?
Look, I don't think that's really cool. Let's talk about this for like 20 minutes.
No. Believe me, I've done this before. It's totally chill.
Okay.
Dead shall not leave this gold.
Exactly.
Is it mostly just a pile of bones in this room?
It's mostly just a pile of bones. If you'd like to look again, you can see if you can find anything like these two, but as of right now, you haven't found
So it's more likely this is just the Panther's like den, kind of.
pretty much.
What does the key look like?
The key is old and rusted with a heart-shaped handle and a almost puzzle piece looking lock piece.
Do something.
I don't know. The joke is coming to mind, but it's not coming to my mouth.
Are you gonna finish that? Because I've been looking at that key.
I would like to keep it.
That sword looked pretty tasty, and I got $40.
He'll pull out another set of rations and just hand it over.
Oh. Blueberry. Okay. What other rooms?
Probably 1, and then we can go back to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You
We'll
guys
do 1.
Head to room 1.
Oh, what was
That's
your
the one
question?
of my question.
Yes.
Question.
I tried to do an artifact once. How did you make your bones with so much hair?
Okay, so here's the thing. When you start your character, you pick your fighting style, right? You get a +2 to your attacks just by picking that. And then when you get to level 4, you get the sharpshooter feat, which does even more damage. I can't remember how much. Like a stupid amount. Like
Yeah.
like +15, I think. So
So you do take a little bit of, because you're like aiming down your sights as you do it. So you do take a little bit of a negative to it, but if you do hit, you get +10 damage.
yeah, so it's harder to hit, but much more damage. But yeah, so lots of yeah.
I unfortunately forgot to take pictures.
Oh,
Let's
Yeah,
do
tiny
it.
version.
okay.
All right. So, room number 1 seems to have a lot of pendulums sitting on the sidelines.
This is
Oh,
confusing me.
those are gonna swing out. We shouldn't let Shiro come in here.
Shiro's so sorry.
Hero strikes forward.
No, Shiro. Dixie's little like trying to grab Shiro, like yank him back.
Shiro, you hate pendulums, you know this.
That is actually fun. Okay. Nope, 6.
6.
Wait, no, wait. You said saving throw?
Yes.
9.
9. That does not make it better. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hero
no.
strikes forward, searching for answers.
You
And perhaps
A pendulum swings
He's
forward.
hypnotized
Take
by the
11
pendulums.
damage.
can I use sense to dodge?
She was trying to pull you out of the way, but that was your deck save.
That was your dodge.
Sorry. The dice said no.
I'm almost out of healing spells, my man.
I collapse unconscious.
Oh.
No.
Congrats, you all know how to carry the heavy paladin now.
Shiro,
It's nothing for the boys.
wake up. All right.
Lazy
That
bones.
is going to be 7 HP back.
Oh, nice.
Healing word.
This is why we sneak.
I don't see how an enormous pendulum would be distracted.
Well, when you're sneaking around, you're actively looking around to make sure you're sneaking in the right places, and you notice things like this.
Well, he did notice this. He just
Slowly.
started walking. Yeah.
So, yeah. Either
In that
he
case,
was
maybe he's just lacking mental faculties to make sound decisions.
a little dumb. A little dumb.
You're like translation.
Definitely not Aster.
Pendulums.
Provides the rest of his play on effectively. The
Okay.
healing power ability. And he's now 14.
Okay. Would you guys rather go to the ballroom and figure out that puzzle instead?
Yeah, probably.
We're not crossing these pendulums quite yet.
We'll do it if we have to, but maybe we'll find stuff in the ballroom first.
Yeah, and maybe we'll find the thing for that
What if
key.
you threw the pet carcass through?
That's a great idea.
That is actually smart.
I will stand for that. Okay, that poor creature did not have to die. Okay, and then sorry. I didn't realize the panther would tell us too late.
Fair enough. All right. So, I will move on to the ballroom.
You're the Lord.
Yeah, Cogio's back.
Wow, that's quite the story.
I did not pass any classes. I grew up in the forest. Orcish parents were killed by adventurers. Long story short, I'm out for revenge on you guys. But you guys don't know.
Specifically?
No.
So,
Wow. Guys, let's dance.
if you do enter the ballroom, please give me a performance check if you are dancing.
I'll go first.
Yes.
I see to spend time on such frivolous activity.
Excellent.
We'll
21.
see how that goes for you.
17.
21, 17? 4, I'm sorry.
My back is killing me.
Alright, you stride forward and immediately music springs up from nowhere along with about 20 phantom dancers. Those of you who are dancing well, are immediately joined by a partner. Unfortunately for you, you trip down the stairs.
Oh, that ghost is so beautiful. I'm so sorry.
Take 2 bludgeoning damage falling down the stairs.
Did I get plus from 8? How much did I get? 5? Okay. That's rough.
Due to Dixie's upbringing, she's like very well versed in like different forms of Gaela dancing. So whatever the fanciest dance the phantoms know is the one she will be doing.
Excellent. So as everything continues, it's beautiful. There's singing, there's dancing. It seems almost as though you've stepped back in time amongst these phantoms.
Very Once Upon a December.
Very beautiful. I try to get up and be like, you want to dance with me? Dude, ma'am, please.
Roll persuasion.
Please. With disadvantage. Okay, I got a 5.
With your 5, unfortunately, no one is noticing you. Shiro, please roll me a dex save if you do not wish to be potentially bumped into by phantoms dancing.
instead stay on the outside.
Okay.
If
So you're gonna
that's
step
okay.
back out. It's
Yes,
still gonna be a
and-
deck save to try and move back
Okay.
out because you were in the middle, right about when things
And
start.
then I shall start to kind of look around the edges for signs or symbols, anything that might relate to a cure for ailments or curses.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, and you want to text it.
Yes, dex first, then investigation.
That was actually not hard. 13 for the dexterity, but investigation was a strength.
So you safely managed to get out without getting hit by the phantoms.
Do I ask bardic inspiration?
So it's a D8. You roll a D8.
Oh wait, no. Okay, just kidding.
Yes, if a player actually does fudge a roll and you can tell, just ask them to please re-roll.
Yeah.
Is a good roll.
But that is a 5 with my
Make them do it in
bardic.
the best tower.
Alright, so with your bardic inspiration, getting a 5, unfortunately you do not notice anything that would be of assistance to you all. Yes.
As I'm dancing, I would like to try and communicate with the ghosts I'm dancing with to ask them questions and
excellent.
investigate that way.
NPC interaction.
NPC interaction.
Alright, so
Chat
you
it up.
begin to dance with the ghost and he goes, such a lovely night, isn't it?
Indeed. How did you guys get here?
I seem to remember coming here by carriage, but for some reason I feel as though I've been dancing for years. That's so funny though, isn't it?
And so sorry, I'm just relatively new to the area. The language is a little unusual. What event are you here for again?
Of course, the autumn Yuletide ball.
Autumn Yuletide Ball, of course, of course, of course.
Nightingale, who's your friend?
Crocodile, I'm dancing.
Cool party, huh? I can do this all night.
Yes, my name is Prince William.
Prince William, right on. How long have you been here?
I think it's only been a couple hours, but as I was telling Nightingale here, it seems as though I've been here forever. It's kind of a strange sensation.
Tell me about it.
I'm here as an ambassador from Gotham. I'm one of the Waynes. So it's a pleasure to be able to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. Would you mind? I seem to be a little stuck. Like I said, as it seems I've been here forever.
What do you do?
What can I help with?
He almost kind of glances around at the other ghosts, wondering if they are listening, and he's like, do you perhaps know the way? And they begin to all kind of stare at him very intensely, and he goes, to the restroom.
Yes, I can show you myself. She'll like kind of turn her lead him off to a place where like the others aren't watching. And so they can continue the conversation without the others watching.
All right.
Right on.
Meanwhile, with your dancing partner, if you'd like to ask her any questions.
I would like to know, is the music like, can I notice anything like strange about the music?
Sure.
Specifically?
Investigation.
Pretty ear for music.
18.
It seems almost hypnotic.
Okay. Got you. Then I think I would have probably a similar conversation to Nightingale. During Prince William.
What's that?
Nightingale laughing.
When Prince William was saying like how to get and all the other ghosts started looking at him, did she join in that?
She did, in fact, start glaring at him, and then she looks back to you and smiles brightly and goes, so sorry about that. I just thought that our dear prince was going to leave us.
Oh, that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it?
It would be. After all, this ball is themed for him. It's his birthday.
Hypothetically speaking, what would happen to the poor Prince hide the other porch.
Throwing it back.
You guys want some punch?
Crosby, let's swap in, swap out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, thank you. What a wingman, holy.
Excellent.
My
She's
hand's
quite
gonna,
a striking, beautiful
I'm
fit.
clammy.
And she's like, that's quite all right. She seems to be a lovely dancer.
Thanks. What's your name?
My name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, that's a beautiful name.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's beautiful. This music is great, don't you think?
I completely agree. I want to stay here forever, don't you?
Do I?
Roll, I would say wisdom save, yes.
Yeah.
My lowest stat. 4.
You feel very enchanted by this woman and this music, and suddenly you find yourself agreeing with her. Why would you leave?
Elizabeth, I love it here.
Oh, I'm so glad. You should join us more often.
Yeah, I hold her hand even tighter and we dance even more.
Excellent. Meanwhile, with two friends over here. So, do you two go to try to find Nightingale now that you've
Yeah,
escaped?
Yeah.
Nightingale or Shira.
Okay, roll me an investigation to see if you find Nightingale or Shira. Shira's a little more obvious.
21.
21. Okay, you see them both, so it's your choice as to which one you want to go to. Shira's a little bit more obvious, standing on the sideline. Whereas Nightingale
We're
has
finding a hiding hole.
tried to find a hiding spot, but it almost seems as every time you go to find a hiding spot, kind of like Hermione in the one movie with the one guy with the creepy guy at the party. It's like you find a place to hide, and all of a sudden there's a ghost like, "Hello, Prince William and Nightingale." You can't seem to escape them.
It's Lady Wayne.
I will go over to them.
Okay, so you go over to them. They just finished trying to hide behind a set of curtains at a window, and once again another ghost went, "Ah, yes, hello."
Hi.
Okay. I'm going to cast the Friends Catcher.
Ooh. Excellent.
So I have advantage on charisma checks with this person that has just come up to Nightingale.
Okay.
However, in a minute, they will become hostile.
Okay, then. Exciting.
Okay.
So this particular ghost turns to you and goes, "Well, you seem lovely, Winston. How are you doing?"
Oh, I'm doing well. I don't exactly remember telling you my name, but that's neither here nor there.
That's your friend.
Just stares knowingly into your soul.
So, you must tell me more about just the ballroom in itself around here. Just, well, when did this all come to be?
Oh, absolutely. And she begins to rattle off the history of this ballroom in this temple.
Do give me a tour.
Oh, yes, I'd be glad to. And she begins to give a tour. Thanks to your friend here, you are finally alone.
Oh, right on.
Oh, Prince, what were you trying to say before? You can keep your voice down. Don't worry, I'll be able to hear you.
I can't get out of here.
You want?
I've been here for hundreds of years. I really want to stop dancing. My feet hurt.
Oh, I believe it. Gallons are so insufferable when they go on too long.
I don't mind dancing a little bit. You know, it's fun. And,
It's
you know,
it's a nice here or there.
yes, and you eat a little food and you drink a little something and then you go to bed.
You haven't been able to go.
No leaving. Just dancing all the time. And because we're dead now, the food's gone. It's just bad.
Yeah, no, being dead's not fun. Do you know if it's tied to anything in particular?
Tied to anything in particular? I don't know, but I certainly know that every time I mention, what I was trying to say earlier,
Yeah.
that all of a sudden I start getting stalkers and people staring at me. So clearly they don't want me to do that.
So if you leave, you might be able to find peace.
I certainly hope so, but I don't know how.
Perhaps we can sneak you out.
It's a step.
This is your dream come true.
She's like, stealth.
Just the sneak button.
Like,
Meanwhile, Pronculus, being under hypnosis, you unfortunately are going to be a lot harder to rescue.
Right on. Okay.
Shiro, you're noticing that your friends seem to one seems to be talking with one of the ghosts, the other one seems to be dancing, and Nightingale has disappeared.
What are you doing, Cheryl?
Cheryl's just confused. We came here for like a cure of some kind, and now we're at like a ghost ball. I'm not sure what's happening.
Here for dancing.
We can start sneaking towards Shiro, perhaps.
It's like Cheryl is
Cheryl
pretty
can-
bewildered and just like kind of generally glancing around.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the princess stealth. You're gonna roll for your own stealth.
Good.
Okay, not bad.
That's gonna be 19.
19. Okay, and then I'm gonna roll perception for the ghost. Okay.
Okay.
So, luckily you guys are both able to sneak past without any ghost noticing you. Shiro, would you like to roll a perception check to see if you notice them, or are they gonna scare you to death?
They scare me. Yes, I rolled
You're
bad.
so brave.
Shiro.
Actually, it's
An 11? I'm sorry, but they still got higher than you, so.
You just hear from behind you, Shiro. Don't look back, just be inconspicuous.
Excellent. As you begin to look back, unfortunately your stealth has been ruined, and all of the ghosts go, Prince William!
Oh no.
We're just talking here. It's fine. No worries. We're just taking a bit of a reprieve. We're not gonna leave or anything. We're just here. Stop.
Okay. Have fun with your friends, Prince William.
Are they all saying this in unison?
Yes.
I do the same thing.
You joined in. You magically know the words.
You are noticing that your friend is in unison with the ghost, which is quite unnerving.
Has it been a minute?
It has unfortunately been a minute. She turns to you and goes, Wait a minute. I was supposed to be watching Prince William, and with that she storms off.
Okay.
Okay.
I will. I will try to get her back.
Wait. Excellent. Roll me persuasion. It's gonna have to be pretty high considering how angry she is.
So persuasive. I'm not so.
Oh no! 10. Unfortunately, your persuasion falls flat. If you'd like to act that out, you are free to.
Oh, please. It's not that you're dead or anything. I mean, stay with.
All right.
On the sidelines, to try to like start putting the ghost at ease. She's just gonna start almost filibustering a little bit.
Okay.
But she is trying to get information, and Prince William seems to have some. So she's gonna ask if he knows anything about any cures that might be residing in the ball, in the building they're in, anything like that, to see if she can find any information that would be actually genuinely helpful to the party outside of solving Prince William's immediate problem.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
We do
roll
not
me.
understand the importance of this
So
ghost.
roll me either investigation or perception for things you're looking for.
We're gonna do investigation. That's gonna be a 15.
Okay. Just for reference, sometimes it's nice to give your players a choice because oftentimes one stat is worse than the other.
Mine are the
example,
same. I just want
investigation is intelligence and wisdom is perception. So if their wisdom sucks, they might want to do investigation instead, and they are similar.
You can also get different information based on it, and so even though my stats are the same bonus across the board for those two, I want more of the investigation information than I do just general perception.
Yeah, perception usually refers to like things you can see,
More general stuff.
specifically your senses. So what you see, hear, smell, etc. And then the investigation is a little more like your
Detective work.
logical ability to reason through stuff.
That's why she has +4.
All right. So with your investigation, you do in fact find a door with a very old Victorian style looking lock.
Ah. We most likely have a key to.
Perhaps.
Okay. If Winston crosses their path, she'll relay that information to him.
Okay. Are you still trying to woo the ghost?
No, I'm just trying to get anyone will do now.
What up, Winston?
yourself swapped in.
Okay.
Did you find a source of the music?
Is there?
Excellent question. That would be an investigation.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
8.
Excellent. Unfortunately, with your 8, you are unable to figure out where exactly it's coming from, but you have at least narrowed it down to the middle of the room.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, and now I would like to swap.
Okay.
Gosh,
Dude, these
wow.
rolls, man.
11.
11. With your 11, you are barely able to swap in. You keep having to like step forward, and then okay, that didn't work. Okay, try again. But you finally managed to get yourself back in the groove of things and swap with him.
Hey, what's okay? What's up, man?
Does that snap?
You talking to me or talking to her?
You technically are still under hypnosis.
Yeah.
Oculus, swappy yet again.
What's in it for me, buddy? I got a good thing going here.
I've got who I have.
You do have also a lovely phantom lady. Have you asked her name?
No, I haven't.
Excellent. Then unfortunately you cannot introduce
I
her.
have my great friend right here.
Whoa. All right, how's it going?
Excellent. And she's like, excellent. It seems as though Elizabeth has persuaded you to stay.
Elizabeth, you're so awesome. What's your name?
My name is Layla.
Layla. Even better.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm just, what do I do now? I think I'm just still under a spell. I don't
Yeah, you just keep dancing.
And I love it here.
So far, it
I'm
seems nice.
having a great day.
Finally meeting all those chicks.
I would like to ask Elizabeth. So I was just talking with Prince William about the music, and I see that there's no live bands playing.
A live band.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a jet
we have this enchantment. It's so fantastic. Hear things like this.
Oh, and where was this chant? It seems to be emanating from the center of the room.
Oh, yes, that's because it's from the chandelier.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
I know, right? It's quite exquisite.
I would like to cast silence and deception.
Excellent. All right. Okay,
So glad you have silence.
all right. So you cast silence on the chandelier. All of the dancing and the music stops, and all of the ghosts turn to look at you. Elizabeth included.
Whoa.
What have you done?
I'm here to make a toast to Prince William.
Oh, Prince William.
Okay. They all seem a little less hostile, a little bit more
While whatever this is happening, all the focus is on Winston. Maybe Gail's gonna use the opportunity to try and sneak Prince William out of the ballroom.
Okay.
Can
Do
I?
you have the key to get him out of the ballroom?
Oh, is
You got that
that
key,
the door
dude.
we need?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that didn't click.
See, that's also important. If the
Okay.
characters don't understand, make sure that you clarify.
Yeah.
So the one you came in through has closed behind you.
Oh, I didn't realize that either. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, in that case, I
This
won't
is the
do
way
that.
out.
Okay, I won't do that.
He has
Never
the
mind.
key,
We're good.
that's the way out.
I will not do that then. We'll just stand there and
Little by
look
little.
pretty.
Am I still on trance?
Currently, yes. You're just like, yes, a toast to Prince William.
I'm going to utilize my divine sense just because I'm really confused and I feel like there's more going on here. But I'm not picking up on it.
You haven't caught on yet. Shut up. That tends to be a bodyguard.
Let's see. So with the divine type of sense, like detecting good and evil and stuff, is there any like celestial, fiend, undead, or something else? Or is it just the ghosts?
They're all
All right.
dead.
I think they're
I
all
was gonna say, yeah, they're all undead as far as the ghosts go. Prince William included.
Like a particular ghost that has a different.
You
Who's the
do
first
actually
boss?
sense that Elizabeth seems to be an extra hostile spirit. You're not sure what's wrong with her, but she doesn't seem to be your average ghost.
I sense like that one right there. It seems to have some kind of strange power.
Oculus, swappy.
You're just all the time.
I wink it on.
fine.
I got nervous. I'm sorry. Okay.
Excellent.
Hi, Elizabeth.
You stand with Elizabeth, and she goes, I wonder if there is anything you could possibly do to help me. Prince William seems to want to leave, but we don't want him to leave.
Well, we're just
right?
standing there waving politely and looking pretty.
And I'm pretty susceptible to what she's saying to me.
Very.
Anything for you, Elizabeth.
Why, thank you. Perhaps you could help guard the door with me then.
Awesome.
All right.
Flex my giant muscles.
So you're now standing next to the exit alongside Elizabeth.
Nothing to do there. I mean, Elizabeth.
So, you and Elizabeth are standing next to each
I flex
other.
my pecs.
He is giving a wonderful toast. Roll a performance to see how engaging your toast is.
You better be freaking persuasive, buddy.
Wow, that die is angry at you.
12, yeah.
12. All right, with your 12, it's fairly engaging. You have a few people that are yawning or starting to nod off, but for the most part, people are paying attention. Meanwhile, Shiro, the prince, and Nightingale, what are you guys going to do? Smith is guarding the door with your friend here.
Well, I will approach Elizabeth and Cronculus.
Okay.
And then I will say to Cronculus, are we not here for a reason?
Shiro, nice to see you, buddy. How are you? How's your owie healing?
I seek a cure.
Oh, cute. Oh, sorry. Is Elizabeth within earshot?
Elizabeth is within earshot.
Okay. I'll listen to whatever you have to say.
Okay.
So I seek a cure. Does your companion know anything of the sort? And he turns to address Elizabeth as well.
All right. You turn to address Elizabeth, and she goes, "No, in fact, you should definitely stay here." And the way she grins almost seems uncanny. She appears to almost have fangs.
He's
I
going
don't know how
to
you know that.
Love, love lights.
I mean, I got
rose-colored gown.
Yeah.
He's going to kind of react a little abruptly because he's a paladin, and so he can, he's like he's all about like doing the right thing. And so he's like, something about this ghost is bad, so I must destroy this ghost.
Alrighty.
Oh, cute.
And we'll proceed to go. Please forgive me. To Cronculus.
What's going on, bud? Are
And
you
draws weapon and strikes at the ghost.
All
Ooh.
right.
Aggravating the entire
Okay.
ballroom.
Get it, son.
Please roll me
Oh, we got.
initiative.
I guess I'll roll it.
Okay.
16.
So 18.
I also got 18.
Okay. Nice.
You go first.
My dex is higher though, so.
There you go. And
Shiro.
Shiro. And then how about you two?
I got 19.
Okay. All right. So you're even higher than everyone else. All right. And then how about you?
16. I was feeling pretty good with this.
We all rolled really high. We're ready to fight.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now I'm just giving my toast and then suddenly there's a melee starting.
Unfortunate.
Sure. I would say you can have one turn
I don't
first
think
as
most of my spells will work on
surprise.
these guys.
And then is Prince William
It gets you out.
going
I think
to
we have
act
to
off
do something
like
about
a
Prince William can't really fight. He
Can't
truly
really
is
fight.
a phantom.
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of.
hard.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, this is the part where y'all need to be kind and not pay attention to the screen.
Sounds good.
This is for their reference.
This is for us.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to share this way a little bit?
This is typically what an average monster table looks like. Some of you will have seen one before. Some of you will have not seen one before.
We're gonna take this time to plan.
Okay. So
There's a stat block over there.
there is a step.
Okay,
there.
hold on. Get the stat block.
Thank you.
So, you're
All right.
You're in the middle of the You're attacking.
Feel free to observe the stat block. If you have any questions about how the stat block works, if you decide to be vague about it.
Yeah, you need to tell.
Oh. Now I know it is. But please what things to do, or what
Is your
things
HP
don't
looking
do,
okay?
or feel free to ask questions about what's going on. Do
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
have any questions so
Yeah.
far?
I have.
Good, good. Okay.
And I'll try and just sneak it back around and help by.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Once you guys are done planning, I'm going to ask you one thing that I do think would be good for everyone here to know. Two things technically, two-part question. What would be your best recommendation for having fun as a player, and what would be your best recommendation for having fun as a dungeon master? And then we'll go around the table. So who wants to start?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
As a player, the best thing you can do is just have fun by just trying anything and everything you possibly can. Like, the big thing to remember is that your character sheet isn't your character. It's just a list of things you could possibly do, but not everything. And like, I love people that think out of the box, and your DM will also appreciate you doing that. And as a DM, it's really fun to just, if you get really good at improvising, that is really fulfilling to just like try things that you never planned out in the first place.
Okay. Ben, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, for as a player, I personally, whenever I'm playing something, I like to just do something kind of silly, and sometimes suboptimal. You know,
Yeah.
like
In the name of fun rather than function.
yeah, I find that like having negative modifiers is actually really fun because it also gives you an opportunity to show where your character's not good at, and it also highlights other player characters as well. You know, my guy has -1 strength right now, so you know if I'm trying to hold up the door, but then and I'm failing, but then Shiro does it and just does it super easily. It makes it characterizes both of us much much better. So I think that you know building a character and not a combat guy, you know, is or in the sort of in the world it's called a min-maxer, which is still a valid way to play. I prefer to do a character with both.
Have holes that your team can fill for you.
Exactly. Yeah. And then as for being a DM, I don't know. It's just I love getting together with my friends, and you know sometimes it's evil, but I'm like, ooh, I got something cooked up for them. You know?
Specific monster shall be fun.
Yeah. So, but it is. I do find, especially during fighting, it is easy to just get in. All right, does that hit? So you gotta spice up the combat, but just by saying like, you know, the orc comes in with his great axe and like it hits you on the head with it, and so you just have to like. I usually find that making the combat like have a story to it as well, rather than number go up and down, really helps. So.
All right.
I'm the type of player that beforehand I will pick a character, I will make them, and I will write out their like whole backstory, and I send it to the DM. So I'm that I'm that player. But one of my favorite things is then being able to not just learn like share my character's backstory with the rest of the table, but like learn other people's backstories too. And so I really like that sort of storytelling element, and those interactions with the co-op and just finding a good team and a feel, especially when you're playing a longer campaign. As a DM, my favorite part is finding a connection with the world itself I've built. Because I do a fair amount of improv and like a little bit of like major plot point planning, but not the in-betweens. If I love my world, I'm going to be able to figure out what they're going to do no matter what they throw. And so and if I love the world and I can show that, I know the players are going to learn to love the world as well.
And was that, and then we'll move forward. Lost in your character sheet. So we were saying that something that you feel makes Dungeons and Dragons more fun as a player, and something that you feel makes it more fun for you as a dungeon master.
Oh yeah. Well, as a player, I tend to
what I as a player would prefer. So that becomes a problem for a lot of my DMs because they get confused. They're like, "Why are you doing this thing?"
I
I'm
think
like,
my
"Well, 'cause
favorite
my
example
character would
is
Well,
like to
when
do
we
it."
go to
Classic.
steal stuff. Actually, I was gonna say in a different campaign, we went to go steal stuff. He tidal raped everyone. So
You know, we have a backflip contest in the middle of a collapsing ruin.
As a dungeon master, my favorite is to see like what everyone else comes up with, and I also tend to do it a little more like a sandbox where you let other people kind of choose what they want to and leave many paths and options open for them. It does take a bit of work to do it that way though, because then you have to plan for a lot of different possibilities. But it is fun and enjoyable.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. All right, let's move forward.
Let's kill.
yeah,
Yes,
let's do it.
as she transforms into her ultimate form.
Oh,
What?
Hence the fangs.
Good
If anyone
description.
wants to roll a perception check, you can identify what she is. 21, excellent.
13.
Okay, so you recognize her as a Wendigo.
Whoa. I
You're
don't care. You look like
just
it.
like, I don't know what
I don't
that
care.
thing is. Meanwhile, he's like,
I get it.
Confidence is like nice.
it's just like, sweet, you have even more things. All right, unfortunately, Pronculus is working
Yeah,
for the enemy.
That's right.
So,
You're done.
Shiro, you're up first, and because you have the surprise round. But Pronculus, feel free to try and defend Elizabeth if you wish.
Absolutely. Can I use my reaction?
Yes.
Okay. You go first.
I had a glitch on my thing, so
Double checking a few things.
modifies. So, first thing he'll do is because he's been taking a lot of hits, he's going to use his bonus action to cast. Shield of Faith. And that's a concentration spell, meaning that he has to not have his concentration broken by being injured in order to keep this spell going. And it just boosts his AC by +2.
Nice.
Okay. So next thing he'll do is what he was intending to do in the first place. We're going to strike out at this peculiar being.
Another thing that makes DMing more fun is music. I love just.
This is true. Unfortunately, since both computers are being used, I did not pull up any music. I usually have some.
Yeah, there's no music in the phone. It's the most quiet. Like, you just hear this echoing.
Oh dear, natural
Echoing
one.
throughout the
Okay.
volume.
You're a bard, right?
The most
What's your
awkward fight
instrument?
ever.
Okay. So, with your natural one, unfortunately,
What?
you just are so shocked by the fact that she is a Wendigo that you stumble backwards and just fall flat on your butt, man.
Oh, your tongues.
But on the bright side, you're able to recover with an 11, but that is going to miss.
So I'm not prone then, right?
Yes.
Because I can use my movement to stand back up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so then I stand back up, and that is all for my actions.
All right. That is going to make it Cronculus's turn.
Oh, dude. Okay. As I see you fall to your buttons and try to stand up, I'm gonna take out my scimitar and I get pull it towards your neck. Leave her alone. She knows how to go. I don't like this. It's I'm trying to put on a cool show for her. And I'm like, you stand away from her. But I will literally kill you. It's my
really
and it is my
Just
turn.
blinks.
Okay, I'm gonna attack you and I'll try to miss, but we'll see. Oh, lucky me. Okay. That will be will a 12 hit you?
Nope.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
One. Great. And then I'm gonna use my item interaction to pull out my other sword. I have a short sword and a scimitar, and I brandish it and do like a really cool like little thing. And then I look over at her. And that will be the end of my turn.
Excellent. That is going to make it Nightingale's turn.
Okay. As Shira was making way towards Elizabeth specifically, I was gonna go like kind of inconspicuously background so I can sneak attack.
Okay.
Cool.
Go ahead and give it a shot.
Okay. Yeah. So that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21 is going to hit.
Nice.
Yes. And then I am also going to use my assassinate
Okay.
function. So that's why one reason I had attack because they haven't taken turn in combat yet. And is she surprised?
Yes, she didn't expect you to sneak up on her.
It's a crit.
Excellent. All right.
So how do we want to do the crits for this specifically?
So, it does depend on the person, but for me, I always just double the damage or double the dice. Your choice.
Okay. I will I will roll the initial one and decide from there. Okay, because I'm gonna roll 4d6 with this sneak attack. So 14. So that's 16. I'll just double the damage, so that's gonna be 34 piercing damage.
Piercing damage. And then this is the moment when you check to see what they're resistant to. And then if they are determined to be more
that was
resistant, then
only
you're going to
resistance.
move forward with what it is.
Right on.
Yeah.
So it was what again?
34 piercing damage.
That's a good.
Dang. All right.
Did I one shot her?
No,
No,
but it
okay.
was a lot.
It was on. Okay, and then I'm going to bonus action disengage and hide before she can see me.
Did her being harmed do anything to my spell?
You do feel even more intensely under the hypnosis.
Oh, it's worse.
Unfortunately, you may not be able to control your actions.
Okay, I was
this
cool with
next
you
turn.
now. I'm gonna literally kill you.
That makes it Shiro's turn.
You see a giant orc with 2 swords in front of you.
Okay.
Whoa. Here it comes, brother.
So since you mentioned it earlier,
Yes.
in this case, right, I think technically the rules state something about like if you can disengage as a bonus action, but you couldn't disengage and hide.
I'm using my movement to hide.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so I'm just
Not the
curious
hide
on how as a DM rule this specific.
Excellent question. So I would say it depends on the terrain, because if it's easily hideable, then sure. If it's not that easy to hide, then I'm gonna be like, it's gonna take long.
Yeah.
So honestly, this is one of those moments where you get to decide as the dungeon master if you're gonna let them hide or not. If you really don't want them to be able to hide and you want that Wendigo to be able to just claw at them the next turn, then you can say, I'm sorry, I don't think you can do that during this turn. And most of the time your players will be okay with it. Some players may throw a fit and be like, excuse you, I should be able to do that. But generally, I would say you can just explain your reasoning, whatever your reasoning is. How do you guys feel about that?
Yep.
True. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it to the players if you.
I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good example.
It is a great example of being rules lawyer versus dungeon discretion. All right. So, Shiro, what's up?
Alright. So for this turn, so with the channel divinity, do I sense whether, or not channel, the divine sense?
Yes.
Do I sense whether they like the type of being they are, whether it's like a fiend or or something?
That's a good point. I don't actually know if that's part of divine sense. Is it?
It kind of is.
Kind of.
Kind of?
It doesn't like change as far as I know. Like,
On
I mean,
here it says you just detected the
is it a passive now? Or do you use
it just says you detect good and evil
kind of pattern.
It's just like, I'll just look and I still can't read.
I see blue.
Oh.
But, good to check.
Yeah.
He has to take his glasses off to read it. That's crazy.
I read it, it's just that I want to see what you're saying.
Ah, my man. Empathy. That's a good.
I'll just go ahead with his regular kind of multiple attacks type.
Alright.
You're Jolly Rancher this whole time. Yeah. Was I looking at them the whole time?
Yes.
Dude, that's crazy.
Oblivious to the Jolly Ranchers.
Snacks. I love snacks.
And the second one,
Get some snacks, man. Share.
19 and. Okay, those are both definitely going to hit. Roll me some damage. Unless you want to use a reaction and get in the way.
Did you already use your
Is this
reaction?
a new round?
Yes. So he had a surprise round.
Yes.
So
That's right.
this is his new turn.
This is technically
Yes.
I will use
6
my
seconds
reaction. What is he doing?
He is trying to attack.
I'm gonna jump in front and maybe catch half the damage.
Okay. Alright. So it's going to half your damage as a result of him
Sounds good.
blocking it.
Go, with my giant axe. Boom. I just bumped into the ground. I'm so fancy.
okay. That would be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You should smite it.
Is that half already?
First one. That's no.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay.
4 to each of you. And if I use
Smite
the
me, brother.
divine smite, yeah, that's my question.
Okay.
Does it strike my comrade?
It will
as
strike your
well?
comrade as well.
I can take it.
Does he?
I got this.
Now the question is, does Shiro as a character care too much?
Good question.
Like you.
Does Shiro care too much to hit his friend, or is he just like, no, I must kill this thing?
I think he's going to be focused on killing the thing, and so not expect you to jump in front of
Sure.
it, and will have used the divine spell.
Okay.
So with that, that adds the 2 of the d8s.
Yeah. Everything happens within 6 seconds, right?
Yep.
That's how rounds work.
That is a good point. I should clarify that for the video.
That's 2
Technically, how
radiant
rounds work is
damage.
everything is 6 seconds. So even though it could take you 2 hours to go through a combat, it could be the equivalent of 24 minutes in combat.
24 minutes in combat.
I mean, yeah, that rude.
Wow.
Someone did the math on that. That's crazy.
Still d8.
Yeah.
That's fair. That would be a lot of rounds of combat. That's fair. I actually calculated on my final battle once how long it technically took in 6-second rounds.
Mhm.
And it was like 10 minutes, which seems so short for a final battle.
Oh,
But it took us like 6 hours.
Brilliant.
I roll minimum smite damage, which means 2 radiant damage to split between them. It's 1 each.
Okay.
Don't know if radiant does anything different to either, but
Let's see. Condition vulnerabilities.
wow, I just keep rolling ones because that's minimum for the second one. So
Okay.
then that's 3 bludgeoning damage for the second strike. Does the second strike still hit him, or was that just for 1?
Does the second strike still hit him?
He has, like,
If you're still
it was
blocking,
2
yes.
attacks.
I mean, if I like stood in front of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe you would see the first hit and I bump it, and then I guess it's up to you to hit again.
Yeah.
Could I still hit if I try to hit him?
That's fine. You can probably move within my space.
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
move around him.
Okay,
So
so I'll scoot
just
a
walk
little bit.
around me.
Do you want me to re-roll that
Yes.
attack then? Okay. So instead of a 19, well actually that was better. So,
Actually,
alright,
no.
I'll
Oh,
take
good
that.
for you.
Alright, roll damage.
I already rolled, should I roll again?
How much was it?
So 1.
Yeah, I
plus
did.
it is-
Okay, so
I
3?
can just go with 3, yeah.
Okay.
3 bludgeoning damage. I have rolled really poor on my damage. Yep.
Good. I appreciate you rolling well on your damage.
Alright. Moving forward, that is going to make it Winston's turn.
Okay, so I'm around a bunch of ghosts. Are they currently hostile to me, or are they just kind of watching?
As of currently, they are hostile to you because you are not under hypnosis. However, they're hostile in a very different sense. They're all trying to get you to turn the music back on. So
It's like you're crunking their
they're all starting to crowd around you, and they're all like, "You got rid of our music. Look what it did to Elizabeth. Give us our music back."
She's getting cranky because of you.
Your fault.
Not, the big paladin's fault. Smack.
So will I be able to move up to, because I'm in the ballroom right now,
Yes.
so will I be able to move up there? I've got 40 feet.
Theoretically, but you'd have to get past the crowd first.
It might be difficult terrain.
Yes.
Yeah. Difficult terrain, for the record, for all y'all who don't know, is when your speed is halved because of the fact that you are trying to get through something, whether it be mud, muck, or a crowd.
Smart.
Okay.
You might have to steal that from me.
Yes, I was gonna say.
I am
Doesn't
going,
have that much more
I've got my pan flute. I'm going to play it horribly on purpose.
Horribly on purpose.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hopefully, it will do something. Maybe make them move away. Maybe break him out of the spell.
Because it's great for music.
It sucks.
Okay, if you choose to fail on purpose, we're just gonna say you choose to fail.
Okay.
Okay, so you choose to fail and just purposely play
So
badly.
we recorded song.
Yeah.
Several of them like cower back and they're like, "Oh, please stop." So as a result, there's kind of a path cleared for you.
Okay. I will move up to the top where everyone else is also at, still playing on cross buttons on my pan flute.
Except very, very pitchy.
Except they're very, very pitchy and sometimes off note, so there are only 3 notes.
Excellent.
Get it in.
Can it break them out?
Save
Ooh,
me.
that's an excellent question. Roll me a wisdom save.
Or an
Okay.
inspiration.
Okay. Is that plus
A D8.
A D8? Thank you. I need that so bad. Ah. Okay. Will a 14 work?
14 will barely work.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm feeling a little better, or like full on out of trance.
You snap out of the trance.
I was okay.
You are completely and utterly baffled at how bad this music is, but you're no longer enchanted.
Shira, are you okay? And I got giant gashes across my chest. I don't know. She was pretty, man. I'm sorry.
All
Okay,
right.
I got you.
Speaking of which, that is going to be Elizabeth's turn. Since she is a Wendigo, you can look at all the various traits as far as your teens. No, the teens can.
Holy crap,
as
what-
you can see, because of multi-attack, the Wendigo can make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws.
Yikes.
Those are going to be different types of damage, though. I'm going to give it a roll, and I have a +5 to hit with both, so it is going to be you. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I assume that hits, considering your armor class is 18. Nope.
My armor class is 21.
Well, still
What?
hit, but you were
21?
wrong about it.
You're wrong because
That's a
you
really
brought
high
the
armor
shield
class. How'd you do that?
barely manages to hit you.
His
All right.
armor defenses is like,
Yes, good to explain.
Yeah, that's
You
that's
explain
his
while I grab
fighting
dice.
style.
Okay.
So it's a +1 to it. Then he gets his base from the chainmail,
Ooh.
and then the +2 from the shield,
Shield, yeah, of course.
and then of course he gets another +2 from his spell.
With an armor class that high, it's crazy. You take the most damage.
All right. Then we have 12 for the 12, 13, 14, 15 for the first damage, and then for the second damage, that's going to be 13. Yeah.
One for each.
All right. All right, that is a natural 1 for the second one. So luckily you avoid the very high damage that I rolled for the second one. Oh no!
Okay.
Yes. So with the first one, she chomps down on you, her fangs sinking into you, and then she tries to claw at you, but misses as you step back.
Because this faith shield is a concentration spell. I have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What's the roll for that again?
Either DC 10 or it's half of the damage that you got to
Got done.
whichever is higher.
Well, thankfully, I just rolled a 19. So, I'm gonna happily take that roll and let's see. Yeah, and so I'm able to remain concentrated on the casting of the spell.
All right, fantastic. Okay, and with that, that is going to be the end of Elizabeth's turn and the beginning of Cronculus's turn.
Okay.
Turn and eviscerate this
Let's
one,
see here.
please.
Yeah. Okay. With my 2 swords drawn, I'm gonna look at Elizabeth and
Okay.
be like.
Looks forward in spite of the fact that you just barely got your first hot girlfriend.
Okay. It's like, it was always you, Sheila. It was always you. Will a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Okay. For my first hit, that will deal. Let's see here. That'll be 7 damage on my first swing, and then I'll use my bonus action with my short sword to.
Okay.
And okay, a little worse. Will 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Okay, so okay. And I stay back, and then I'm just gonna kind of like protect Shino's body. He's looking really weak here.
Okay.
I'm hoping that he can come in
Fantastic.
and heal him, but.
All right. Anything else that you can do, or is it moving on to Nightingale's turn?
That's your job. It's the human body, or the main shield for,
Main shield,
for
yes.
everyone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand between
Defend your body.
as much between the two of them as I can with my movement.
All right. Fantastic. Just
Yeah.
block.
Mhm.
All right. Nightingale. That is going to make it your turn.
Sneak attack.
Everyone's signature move.
11 plus 6 is going to be 17 to hit.
17 is going to hit. Yes.
Cool, and that means I get to roll some damage.
Gonna try these.
Fell off the table.
Oops.
But 6,
Which is a total of.
so that's 12. Then I still got one more. 15 piercing damage.
Ah, yeah.
Does it get rid of them?
That'll do it.
Cool. Can I describe how I do it?
By all means.
Yes. Okay. So Cronculus has just come in between to like save Shiro. You just arrived with pamphlet, right? And she's just gonna like sneak up and take her short sword and just stab it into this Wendigo's spine,
Ooh, right in the
Excellent.
spine.
and just like overarching down.
And she collapses,
Oh.
disappearing into dust.
And then I'm gonna turn around and go, this gala is officially over. We're done.
With that, all
Prince
the
William.
phantoms disperse, and except for Prince William, who is waiting for you to unlock the door. You unlock the door, and he finally sighs in relief and says, "Thank you," as he